Pending the commencement of the governorship and House of Assembly elections, some of these INEC officials as well as the voters can catch their breath. But that is one luxury that the candidates themselves do not have. The All Progressives Grand Alliance candidate for Anambra South Senatorial Zone and former Vice Chairman of Nigeria Communications Commission (NCC), Dr. Ernest Ndukwe, says that no proper collation was done anywhere in Anambra South Senatorial Zone during last Saturday's National Assembly election.
It is also interesting to know that in many of these local government collation centers, armed men with some PDP stalwarts stormed these locations, brandishing orders, preventing party representatives from going in, having open inducement of INEC staff. I will say it categorically here, without fear of any contradiction, that Mr. Andioba of PDP knows very well that he did not win this election. I expect him, if he has any honor in him, to come out and surrender this mandate to me.
However, the chairman of the Election Operation Committee of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Ken Emeakayi, disagrees with Dr. Ndukwe.
Chief Ernest Ndukwe as a person should ordinarily go and hide his face in shame. To the fact that the same man that was caught red-handed at the INEC office in Nnewi, together with the DPO of Nnewi, the divisional police officer in Nnewi, who is from Orifte, the same kindred with him, who he implanted there, and the DPO was busy taking away results sheets, handing over to Ernest Ndukwe, and they were falsifying it before we arrived. So the same man that was caught in the very act is the man now talking about rigging. So if there was anything rigging, it was what Ernest Ndukwe was trying to do before the PDP agents arrived, and he was caught red-handed.
It's the same issue at play in Anambra North Senatorial Zone. The APGA candidate there, Mr. Dubem Obaze, has faulted the victory of the PDP candidate, former Aviation Minister, Mrs. Stella Odua. Mr. Obaze says that the card readers did not work, while voting started late and stretched into the night.
If you check in the places where the elections, All Progressive Grand Alliance won all of it. But when you now get to the collation results and the declaration itself, you don't even know what happened. Where did they even do this declaration? Who are the returning officers? There were no collation officers. They didn't show up in anywhere until 8 p.m. at night.
If you consider the groundswell of love that Stella generated, it is such that if the result had been otherwise, ordinary folks like me and you would go to the streets, because it was a cult following where everybody, all the women, and you know, they couldn't call, in some places they won't call her Stella, they would call her Sitella, and Sitella became synonymous with hope.
With these protests that are ongoing, it does appear that election tribunal would be busy, unless of course the aggrieved parties decide to shift their swords and withdraw their protest.